had the opportunity to share a version of this exercise with a client recently, and I think we were both surprised by how much we needed it. We started with a recognition that the world we live in can be overwhelming, overstimulating, and can require us to mask our truest selves most of the time. While the reasons for this are often different for each person, the truth is that our brains, that remarkable machine in our skull, they react to all of our stressors and they control everything that we think and do and feel. That's just basic neuroscience. So technically, everything is in our heads. That said, we experience the results of what happens in our brains in our bodies because they're all connected. We experience this as increased heart rate, nausea, pain, and so on. If we've been spending a lot of time in our fear responses, in our overwhelm, we can even track these physical changes. You might have raised heart rate, blood pressure, or just a low level of fatigue or physical body tension, or even pain. Unfortunately, in our busy, overwhelming world, we tend to spend a lot of time in our heads and a lot of time ignoring our bodies. So taking time to reconnect to our bodies and check on how they're feeling is really important. What I want to offer here is a short, gentle body scan that is designed to be gender neutral and trauma sensitive. That means we're going to emphasize your autonomy. You don't have to do anything you don't want to, and avoid any gendered language or body parts as we move through this exercise. And if there are parts of your bodies that you know you will experience gender dysphoria or uncomfortable emotions related to, approach these carefully as we explore. Give yourself permission to move your attention on as needed. Ultimately, I like to summarize this process as learning to check in with your body in the same way that you would check in with a friend regularly. So remember, you would do that kindly and thoughtfully. But you might say to your body, "Hey body, how you doing? What's going on here? Anything hurting you? Anything you need? Where are we holding tension?" There's no right or wrong way to do this, but remember that the goal is not to be able to fix everything. This is not a magic trick. It's simply an opportunity to observe how you and your body are and to notice patterns in what you may want or need. So let's start by finding a position that feels as comfortable and supportive as possible. You might choose to lie down, sit, even do this standing, whatever feels most accessible and grounding to you right now. You're invited to soften your gaze or close your eyes, only if that feels safe. If not, you can keep your eyes open, rest them on a spot in front of you. If it helps, pull up a picture of somewhere that you love that feels like a safe and restful space for you. You can always return your attention to this space or even just picture it in your mind. So let's start by taking a slow breath in together. Pausing, and then a gentle breath out. Again, inhale slowly. And then exhale fully at your own pace. As we move through this practice, please remember, you are always in control. You're invited to follow along in any way that feels okay for you. You can pause, you can skip, you can come back to any part of this at any time. There is no right or wrong way to experience this. And if you need to, you can always bring your attention back to your breath and gently inhale and exhale slowly. We're going to start by gently bringing our awareness to our head. You might notice the space or the air around your crown, your forehead, your temples. If that feels like too much, you're welcome to focus on something neutral, again, like your breath, or the sensation of where your body meets the floor or the chair, or where your feet are meeting the floor. As you start by considering your head, imagine your brain. Beautiful structured jello floating in its own little warm bath in your skull. Your brain is connected to everything through your spinal cord and nerves. It holds your truth, your experiences, your thoughts and feelings. It is your true self and it is safe inside you. If it feels accessible, Notice the muscles around your eyes, your jaw, your mouth. Maybe you're holding tension there. Maybe you find softness there. There's no need to change anything. Just notice how those muscles feel with curiosity and with care. Now, if you feel comfortable, allow your attention to drift towards your neck and shoulders. Those areas often hold stress or emotion. If bringing your attention there is overwhelming, again, widen your focus. You might focus on your full upper body or anchor it back to your breath. As you experience your neck, your face, your shoulders, and your rib cage, remember that your brain is connected to all of these areas through that fiber optic network of your nerves. Imagine the light of your true self traveling down those pathways, bringing rest and relaxation to those areas. Ultimately, those physical pieces of you are there to support and care for your genuine self. Gently bring your awareness to your arms now, from the tops of the shoulders, through the elbows, down to your hands or fingers. Feel free to move or stretch if that feels good. You might tense and release your hands. Now slowly shift your awareness to your chest and upper back. If there's a particular area there that feels like you can focus, go ahead. If that feels like too much, you can always skip this area and stay with the steady rhythm of your breath, the feeling of your lungs expanding and contracting your rib cage. However it is right now, not needing to change anything. Breathing gently, allowing the body to be just as it is. Now you're invited to bring gentle awareness to your belly and your lower back. You might notice some sensations. Maybe this is a part of your body that feels quiet or distant to you. Maybe it's a part of your body that you feel very connected to. All of those experiences are welcome. They're information. They're interesting to us. You can also choose to bring your attention to your spine and to that connection to your truest self, or to the ground beneath your feet, which helps you feel connected and stable. Now you might want to slowly bring awareness to the area of your hips and your pelvis. This place can hold a lot, both physically and emotionally. You might want to check in briefly, and if that doesn't feel okay, shift focus to your legs or to the feeling of the chair or the ground supportive beneath you. You can follow that exploration down through your thighs, your knees, your calves and ankles, all the way to your feet and toes. And again, we're just noticing. We're noticing temperature, contact, any movement, just noticing what's present. If there's a place where you notice pain, let's pay attention to that too, but nothing is good or bad here. If it feels helpful, gently widen your attention to include your whole body, head to toe. Notice how everything feels as a whole, or maybe you just notice different parts together or in succession. How is your body connected to that central light of yourself, your brain, your truest thoughts, feelings, and ideas? Remember that you can come back to that light, to the breath, or to the feeling of being supported by the ground at any time. Let's take a couple of slow, steady breaths together. Breathing in and breathing out. Releasing anything you'd like to let go of. Again, in your own time, you can inhale and exhale. You can even choose to pause here and continue to inhale and exhale and notice your body for as long as you need to. Remember that the goal here is to feel, to notice without judgment, and to be kind to yourself. Eventually, you may begin to reorient slowly. Maybe you start to wiggle your fingers or toes. You might stretch anything that feels like it needs to stretch, shift your position, or blink your eyes open if they were closed. Take a moment here to notice how you feel without judgment, just gently checking in as we have been throughout this exercise. You've done something really kind for yourself just by showing up. And often this is a really difficult exercise for people because we do spend so much time in our heads worrying about, thinking about things. So thank yourself for spending a moment connecting to all the pieces of yourself. And remember that you are good, you are enough, you are whole. And that the goal of this exercise is simply to connect the pieces and give yourself permission to notice if there is discomfort or stress or tension being held. Thank you for being here, for working through this practice with me.